screaming at Mrs. B to get that minister friend of hers in here.
Poor Rita. She must really feel alone.
Yeah, well, look, we're supposed to be a gang. Let's do something to show her she's not.
We could send her a note.
We'd have to get it past the screws first.
Oh, come on. I got an idea. Oh, come on, you two. Let's get some more.
Oh, I don't believe it. It's just not Rita's style. She might kill in a fit of rage, but not premeditated.
That was my impression too, but I have to go by the evidence.
No, I'm not talking about impressions. I'm talking about what I know. Rita's the sort of person, if she ever did kill somebody, she wouldn't lie about it. She'd come right out and tell you.
Maybe so. Look, I didn't want to call you in on this, but she has insisted on it, and I thought if I did, then you might be able to calm her down a bit.
I see. I gathered from the officer that everyone here knows about us.
Yes, Bongo came to see Rita today.
Is that a problem for you?
Might become one if I let it, but I don't intend to.
Hey, come on. It's only a job. Don't let them put you off just because they're throwing you a few curved balls on your first day back.
The job isn't getting me down. I just don't want it to affect us.
It won't. We'll just help each other unwind tonight, okay?
That'd be nice.
Okay.
Yes?
I hope I'm not intruding.
No, what is it?
There's a disturbance at one of the security gates. I thought you'd like to know.
Warriors! Up the warriors! Warriors! Warriors!
Settle down and quiet. Back to the rec room or you'll all be on a charge.
Okay, everyone, back to the rec room. One last yell, eh? 1, 2, 3!
All that shouting, you're doing a good cup of tea.
Well, I hope it gets us somewhere.
Better settle down, everybody.
Yes, now find something to do and be quiet. Oh, come on, but there's nothing to do in here. Oh, don't give me that, Patterson. There's plenty to do.
Mrs. Reynolds gave you the television and radio back. Any more of this kind of nonsense, you'll lose them again.
Oh, big deal, the TV and radio back. All we got to do to keep them is let Rita rot in solitary for something she didn't do.
Come on, I think we made our point.
Anybody know any good protest songs?
Yeah, We Shall Overcome.
You know that?
Yeah, I'm a protester from way back. I was born without a brain. We shall overcome.
Quiet down!
We shall overcome.
Look, I don't think we should push them too far. Could make things worse for Rita.
Yeah, she's right. Let's give it a bit of time and see what happens.
We're going to have to be careful with Connors, the way she's got the women's loyalty so quickly. If we don't handle this right, we'll have another riot on our hands.
Well, we'll have to keep a close eye on them and nip it in the bud before it gets that far.
Connors, Mr. Moulton's here. Stand against the wall.
Oh, yeah? Are you out there, Dan?
Well, I reckon I must be. I presume I'm going alone.
Well, of course not. The woman's dangerous.
Not to me.
To anyone. She's a lot stronger than she looks.
I'd like to talk to her alone.
It'll be all right, Miss Ferguson.
About time you got here. What are you doing to that silly bitch? Her brains got scrambled.
Now, let's get one thing straight. You don't talk to me like that about Anne. I won't tell you what an ugly bastard Slasher was.
All right. But you got to make her believe me.
Well, you got to make me believe you first, so calm down, tell me your story.
Jeez, I wish those bitches had never found me. I'd rather be dead than feel like this.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I feel so dizzy, and I can hardly sit up.
Let's have a look at the other one.
Now, careful, it's sore.
Stop jerking, please. I want to have a proper look at it.
Well, I can't help it if I'm shaking. It's because I'm so weak.
The dressings back, please, nurse.
Yes, Doctor.
Thank you.
Jeez, what a pain in the bum he was. Is he going to be around much?
I'm not sure. He's not one of the hospital doctors.
Well, who is he then?
Well, I guess he's a police doctor. Just a formality. Don't worry about it.
Rita, I believe you. I'm just trying to make you see it from Anne's point of view. I mean, all the evidence is against you.
All right. But you want to know what really got up my nose? All
All the girls swore black and blue I was in the laundry with them, and she ignored them.
Maybe she got good reason.
All right, fair enough. She'd be a bit sus of Lex. But Chucky and Jess, they're as honest as the bloody day's long, and the screws treat them like last month's garbage. Especially your friend. What do you see in her?
Hey, don't judge me, Rita, or her. You only see a small part of Anne Reynolds here.
Yeah, well, what about the Conquerors?
That's their problem. Look, we both know we found something special. That's all that matters to us.
It's truth. Whatever she's got, she must know how to use it pretty well to get Dan the man hooked this bad.
All right, that's enough. I thought you of all people would understand what it's like when work and personal lives overlap.
Yes, of course. I apologise. I'm afraid you're going to have to get used to it, especially from the women.
She's promised to cooperate. For the moment, at least.
I can't tell you how pleased I am to hear that. You'll have to tell me his secret. Maybe I can use it sometime.
Hey, simple. I believed her.
Dan, you don't know the full story.
Hey, look, you've told me your story. She's told me hers. I don't think she's guilty. Look, why don't you let her out of solitary? Just for the moment, anyway. It'll get you a lot of goodwill from the women. And surely, in the long run, that's in your best interests.
I'll be the judge of what's in my best interests.
From what I've seen, your judgment can use a little outside help.
Governor, if you'd prefer to discuss this in private...
There is nothing to discuss.
Oh, come on. We haven't even scratched the surface.
Sump oil's thicker than water. Is that what this is all about?
Didn't take us long to get to the wisecrack stage, did it?
Excuse me, I've just had a call from forensic about Kelly's wounds.
Not before time. What did they say?
Self-inflicted. Connors was telling the truth.
I'm off for my coffee break. I'll bring you back one if you like.
Can't think of anything I'd like better. Oh, well, I can, actually, but I'll talk to you about that later.
Behave yourself, or I'll tell sister.
Hey, get us a paper, will you?
Back in 5 minutes. I've asked for both women to be brought here as soon as they're released. Obviously, I owe them an apology.
Pity forensic didn't get that information to you a bit sooner. Would have saved a lot of trouble.
It still doesn't make sense to me. I would have thought Kelly was much too big a card to have done that to herself, and for what? She must have known the story wouldn't hold water.
Yes.
Now she's left with two alternatives. To come back here and suffer the consequences, or be transferred to Blackmore.
Well, maybe that's what she wanted, the transfer.
No. She thought she was going to Blackmore after the riot. The idea terrified her.
And you're right, it doesn't make sense.
Unless she wasn't planning on coming back.
My God, she's planning an escape. Putting the blame on Connors and Jenkins was just a red herring.
We're only guessing, but it makes sense. And as far as Kelly's concerned, doesn't pay to take chances. We'll double the guard at the hospital.